Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Shiro here. And we're about to do our After Effects basics video. And I got my boy Justice up in the call. Say hello, Justice. He muted himself. Alright, go fuck yourself. So what you wanna do is open up After Effects, cause like
Really?
that's how you that's how you supposed to do it. Alright, I'm using what is this? 2018.
I see you're real prepared for this.
Okay. Dude, it's so simple. It's not even that hard.
Oh, not that hard.
After Effects is not that hard. Like, you gotta be pretty
What's a
stupid.
layer?
After watching this, that's Rob's, bro. Rob's doesn't know what a layer is. He uses tracks because he uses SVP. Alright, so you gotta get familiar with the layout here. Alright, now you're gonna go up here where my mouse is. If you can't see it, then you're stupid. So it says default. You're gonna click on that because that's like what I use, you know, and that's where I'm gonna teach with this default layout. Yeah. I always have this panel open, effects and presets. Oh shit. Click. If you fuck up like that and you like mess up something, you know, just click like change it and then go back to default. But then I open up all my effects and stuff, and I got my presets. Don't show that. Align character. This is all like self-explanatory stuff. Like come on. All right, and then basically what you want to do, start with new composition, right, Justice? Right. You set your times down here. This is like basic noob stuff. Okay.
Are you gonna play like elevator music in the background?
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna play some kind of dumb music because like it's pretty like this is probably the stupidest video I'm gonna be making.
Please tell me you're gonna edit this.
I make everything in 1280 by 7. Yeah, it's getting edited, but like I make everything in 1280 by 720 because like it's easy, and it still looks the damn same, but always 60 FPS. 60 FPS, always 60 FPS. You know what? Well, we're gonna say 1280. I'm recording in 1920. Hopefully. Oh god. But I'm gonna say 6 seconds, right? Bam. New composition.
Bruh!
Dude, don't scream. What's wrong with you? This is your timeline. Alright, timeline. This is your, like, this displays your layers. Toggle switches, I'll go over that once I actually get some layers in here. And then, this is your effects control. So, like, if you have a solid, you know, and you add some, like, particular or something, you know, and you drop that there. You control your particles from here, you know, and then layers, you know, I'm just gonna go basics. You got your solids, which is kind of like just backgrounds. So if I did a new solid that actually isn't the same color as the background, and then it's like just a rectangle, right? Okay, so if you have a layer, like let's say this is a clip or like a footage or something, you want to learn your basic key bindings. So scales and everything always defaults at 100. So S is for scale, right? S is scale. I'll say it like 6 times, okay? You just scales, R, rotate, like everything's pretty self-explanatory. Position is P. The only thing that you might get screwed up on is opacity is T. So P, opacity is T. It's not O. I don't even know what O is. O doesn't do anything. Like, I don't know why they made it T, but it's T. T is opacity. I guess it stands for transparency, huh? T, transparency, opacity, same thing, you know? U displays, like, let's say I make a keyframe. If I don't have it selected, that's how you know you have it selected. That's self-explanatory. If you click U, it hides your keyframes. But if you click U again, it opens all your keyframes so you can see them. So if you lose your keyframes, just click U while nothing's highlighted, and it'll pull up all your keyframes. Oh, if you toggle switches. Okay, this is blending modes. If you click it once, you'll see mode, and they'll show your blending modes, so you can like screen it or something. But like it's not working because it's a solid color. And you can, don't worry about parents for now because you're just learning. If you want like to scale it, if I like move this over and scale it up a lot, it'll get eventually pixelated. So this is your, if you keep it vectorized, look it up if you don't know what it means. motion blur, which if definitely if you're watching this, you're probably an editor, so you probably shouldn't. That 100% recommend RSMV. Never use default motion blur. Parent link, don't worry about that. 3D, you can make it 3D. You can throw off the orientation and all that, which honestly, if you just mess around with it, you can figure it out. And then Control Z, if you don't know that, then why the hell are you editing? So to create a keyframe, which I'm not gonna use the scale, like rotate, you click R, open your rotates, you click the stopwatch, and then it'll show up as a little diamond. And that means it's a linear keyframe. All right. And if you have one of those gay keyboards where you can't click F9 for some reason, you just right click the keyframe assistance, easy ease. Always easy ease. Don't use these two. Like, you probably won't need it. Everything looks smooth with easy ease. Or you can just highlight it, and if your keyboard's not stupid, you can click F9, aka Mac users are retarded. And then like you set this to like 90, or like let's say it's right here, so it makes more sense. It's not even 90. Well, it's a little more than 90, but like it's right here. And you go a little bit forward, and then you can set it to 0. So it'll start from here, and then it'll rotate to there. Like, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the graph editor will go like later on. I'll do like a basic transitions video. Let's say you're editing a lot of stuff, and it's in full quality preview, and it's not looking fat. Like, you don't care about looking at it in full quality. You just want to like look at it and see what you got, right? And if it's not rendering fast, you can switch this to, I usually go all the way to quarter quality, but full, you can switch it half, and it'll like help your preview render faster. But I'm on full because it's only a solid right now. But for audio, everyone's like, how do you sync? How do you make markers? I don't make markers. This is my audio layer, this MP4 file. I use MP4s, no MP3s. And then I go down, audio, waveforms, and it shows the like waveforms, and I just match it with the beats. And you can usually just use your ears and like match it up, you know what I mean? Not that hard. All my tutorials would be based on what you guys want to see. So like, whatever you want to see, and I'll link my Instagram and stuff in case you guys are like, how do you create that effect? Then like, I'll do it. And then for effects, like, let me get into applying effect. Like, let's say I want to add a displacement map to something. You select the layer, displacement map, you drag, bam, awesome. Okay, and then that's probably all the basics, but then rendering is a good thing. Once you have like your final like all go stuff, go file, export, add the render queue, you're gonna need QuickTime Player. You're gonna have to install that, or you kind of won't be able to see your files. But this is my render settings. Okay, I'll delete this comp right here. It'll say looseless. Usually this is always, I use this as default. All right, this will kind of adjust itself. Looseless, click on that. I'll change it from AVI to QuickTime. That's it. Don't even do that. Format options, animation, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, QuickTime. I go in here. I want it in some certain area, and then I name the file, and then once it's named, just click render, and it will render out. That's basically it. And then let's do this. How do I turn it to an MP4? Because it'll be a .mov. I just run Sony Vegas, and then with the QuickTime Player, you drop the MOV file in the Sony Vegas, and you render it in Sony Vegas. Make sure to disable resample, and then it'll turn into an MP4 because Vegas can run into an MP4. And that is it.